everyone, welcome back to the On Respect and another edition of AEW Rampage Out of 10. And yeah, big show today. We've got lots going on. We've got Ric Flair appearing on the card. We've got Orange Cassidy in action in the first match, and some big match in the Women's Division too. But we start things off with best friends Hookhausen versus the Dark Order, Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange. The Dark Order already in the ring when the show began, but Hook, Danhausen and Best Friends got televised entrances. Evil Uno and Danhausen started things off. Uno had the upper hand at the first due to significant power advantage, but Hook tagging in changed things. Hookhausen and Best Friends teaming together made sense due to a history between some of the characters, but the other two seemed very random. The Dark Order working with Maynard and Parker didn't really make too much sense. As Hook was clearing the ring, Yuta came out on stage and paving the way for Maynard to take advantage of the distraction as Yuta joined the team on the commentary desk. This was a typical 8-man tag. Everyone spent a little time in the ring, but Hook was clearly focused on the babyface side. The crowd put up for a few fun spots too, but Danhausen scored the pin for his team, which was nice to see after he spent so much time on the shelf. So yeah, I'd say a fun, definitely did have flaws, but a fun start to Rampage, and yeah, for me the right result as well, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Sting and Ric Flair then came out to cut a promo and talk about the history together. Sting talking about facing Flair on the last and first episode of Nitros. And yeah, he also gave Bam Bam Bigelow a shout out. Kind of just that. I think they edited it pretty well. But yeah, there wasn't much more to it. It just kind of seems like this is where they're going to the retirement tour. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it. But I suppose let's just kind of see where it goes. Maybe. But anyway, after the promo, Takeshita, Hobbs and Fletcher, the Don Callis family, defeated 3 randoms in a squash match. Just building them up really. Took very little time. We kind of get these on every Rampage. And Janaway, you could say, did the job. So 6 out of 10. Before it's time for Saraya, Soho and Anna Jay versus Shida, Sky Blue and Statlander. And yeah, Stat and Jay started 13 as the former TBS champion. He immediately overpowered and tagged in Shida for a double team. Stat and Blue then had a bit of confrontation when a blind tag was made, but Shida tried to play the peacemaker to try and keep the team together. The bout addressed a couple of different feuds and storylines, but no real advancements were made. This match was fun and had good energy to it. It was nice to see so many women being featured at once, especially since the bout lasted 2 segments. After Ruby accidentally kicked Anna, the babyfaces were able to get the win when Blue pinned her. So yeah, this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, a pretty decent match, and the right result for me. Makes sense with all the storyline angles. But moving on into Cage and the Workhorseman versus Penta, Commander and Vikingo in the main event. And yeah, when Cage and Drake were both much larger than their opponents, they were more agile and quick than they look. And combine that with Henry's athletical ability, and you have 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched. Henry, Cage and Drake had the upper hand for long periods, but Luchador's explosive offense allowed them to fit more moves into less time. This was definitely the right choice for the main event. All 6 men got some great work and plenty of reasons to cheer. Cage ended up leaving the match early, leaving Henry and Drake to fight all of the opponents. It asked me too much for them. Vikingo scored the win with a picture perfect 6:30 senton. And yeah, this was really fun. I thought maybe the ending was pretty predictable, but in the end it worked pretty well. I thought, yeah, the right result, and like I say, a really fun match as well. Overall, AEW Rampage gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, a pretty bog-standard episode of Rampage. Everything you kind of expect in there. Did the job pretty relatively nicely. Moved a few storylines on, including the Cage one. We got Sting and Ric Flair on the airways as well, which is nice to see in Sting's retirement tour. Fun match to kick things off. Fun match to finish with. So yeah, not a bad start show. But anyway, guys, that's it really. Thanks so much for watching. Share, subscribe, next episode of Daily Wrestling News and Scrolls and Channels. Greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.